Imagine an engine so powerful, so outrageously advanced, that even MotoGP itself had to change the rules to stop it. An engine that didn't just win, it broke the sport. That's exactly what Honda did. They didn't play fair, they played smarter. While every other manufacturer was busy chasing horsepower, Honda quietly rewrote physics. They engineered something that sounded impossible, an engine that revved higher, accelerated faster, and balanced smoother than anyone thought a combustion system could. But here's where it gets twisted. This wasn't just innovation. It was domination so extreme that it terrified the competition. Honda didn't just build a bike, they built a weapon. Every rotation of that crankshaft was a declaration of war against mediocrity. And the craziest part? It wasn't even about speed. It was about control. The way Honda manipulated vibration, balance, and energy flow made riders feel like the machine was reading their mind. You see, this wasn't a normal evolution in engineering. It was a leap that made even MotoGP's top engineers whisper the same phrase. This shouldn't be possible. What Honda created wasn't an engine. It was a mechanical paradox, too efficient, too intelligent, and too ahead of its time. And the world of MotoGP would never be the same after it. Because when Honda decided to break MotoGP, they didn't break the rules. They broke reality. Part 1. The chaos before Honda. Before Honda stepped in, MotoGP was a madhouse. The bikes were wild, unpredictable monsters. Two-stroke engines dominated, engines that screamed like banshees and exploded with power so suddenly that even the best riders crashed like amateurs. MotoGP wasn't about control, it was about survival. Every race felt like dancing on a knife's edge, and Honda hated that. They didn't want chaos, they wanted absolute mechanical obedience. Part 2. Honda's secret obsession. While other teams celebrated surviving a race, Honda's engineers were locked in underground labs, chasing perfection. They believed control wasn't just possible, it was inevitable. They weren't trying to make the fastest bike. They wanted to make a bike that obeyed. That's when their obsession began. A dream to create a machine that fused raw power with surgical precision. And this dream had a name, Project RC211V. Part 3. The Impossible Blueprint. When Honda revealed the design, everyone thought they'd lost their minds. Instead of a normal V4 or inline 4, they went for a V5 engine, 5 cylinders, asymmetrical, untested, unstable. Every expert said it would shake itself apart, but Honda wasn't designing for comfort. They were designing for dominance. That 5th cylinder wasn't a gimmick. It was a secret weapon, perfectly balancing the others and letting the engine rev to demonic levels. Part 4. The sound of a revolution. When that V5 engine first roared to life, it didn't sound like a motorcycle. It sounded like the future. Smooth, deep, and impossibly fast. The engineers knew immediately, this wasn't just another MotoGP engine. It was alive. Riders described it like riding a living organism. It didn't surge or scream, it flowed. The power delivery was so linear, so controllable, that it felt like the bike was reading your mind before you even twisted the throttle. Part 5. Physics didn't approve. Here's the crazy part. That engine shouldn't have worked. On paper, the vibration forces of a V5 made no sense. The torque balance, the firing order, the heat management, it was all a nightmare. Yet Honda found a way. They built counterbalancers, redesigned crank angles, and created a symphony of motion that completely ignored conventional engineering limits. The result? An engine that defied mechanical logic, a paradox that worked. Part 6. The rider's secret advantage. Every rider who touched that machine felt the same thing: total trust. While rival bikes threw their riders off like wild bulls, the RC211V felt glued to the track. It allowed them to open the throttle earlier, brake harder, and lean deeper without fear. It was so stable, riders could push beyond human limits because the engine handled the chaos for them. In a sport ruled by fear, Honda had engineered confidence. Part 7. The Domination Era. The moment the RC211V hit the grid, everything changed. Honda didn't compete. They humiliated the field. Their riders shredded lap records like paper. Other teams begged MotoGP's regulators to step in because the V5 engine was too efficient, too advanced, too powerful. In one season, Honda didn't just win races. They rewrote what performance even meant in MotoGP. You know what's funny? Most people think MotoGP is about racing. It's not. It's about who dares to rewrite the laws of physics first. Honda didn't just win a championship. They forced an entire sport to admit that human innovation can go too far. And that's what makes this story legendary. It's not about bikes or trophies. It's about power.